Oh man, I just want to sleep, but I can't because I got to put a boot on this thing. We've already put 2 of these snaps in, and I couldn't find any instructions on how to do this. So I got this from Wolfsburg West. Here's the instructions. We're not doing this part of it because they didn't include any of that, and thankfully we already have that installed, the male part. So this is, they gave us a bag full of the female side. We already destroyed one. As you can see, I got beetles going down my shirt here. And we destroyed the tool. I destroyed the tool. This thing's a disaster. It's all bent up, so it's a crapshoot as to how this is all gonna go. So, yeah, ain't that awesome? Thing's all bent. Jeez Louise, man, you can't win. I'm not a body guy, I'm a mechanic, you know, so when you give me a tool like this, I'm gonna pound on it with a hammer. That's what it's for, right? Apparently not. I mean, I guess I had to go a lot easier, so that's the takeaway here is don't go hammering on this thing. It's very, very, very delicate. I mean, extreme, like it's made out of lead. You got to treat it like it's made out of lead because it pretty much is. Yeah, look at this thing. Did a fine job on that one. Thing's freaking sideways. So, anyways, that's what we're working with. So what I did, we had this all pulled down tight on the car, and I just went over it with a dirty hammer, which worked out perfectly. My grandfather's old hammer from 1958 or so. But yeah, I just went around the male buttons that are already on the car, and it made these convenient little marks. So I'm gonna have the wifey film how we do this, because I didn't find any instruction. I mean, we got instructions here, but they're not 100% clear. I couldn't figure out heads or tails of this thing. So you got this little die here. One side's concave. One side's got a little tit in the middle. So that goes like that. You put that like that. So that sits right in there. And then you drill a hole or poke a hole, punch a hole, however you get a hole in there. It's only got to be 5/32 of an inch big. So I got a 5/32 drill bit and just drill right through that. Push this thing through. Now the snap part, of course, is going to be on the outside, and the female part's going to be on the inside. So then you do the same thing. You drill a hole in these little pieces of fabric they give you. Lay the fabric on the inside, give it a little reinforcement, and then you put that little female guy right on top of it, and then you pound it all together. So I'm gonna have the wife grab the camera and we'll film that whole ordeal. All right, so we're just gonna, so I gotta drill it this way. That's where my mark is. It's not rocket science. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want to be close. I wanted it tight, so yeah, simple as that. It's not too difficult to drill through fabric. What am I forgetting here? Oh yeah, we gotta do the little piece. I just want to see where it's gonna sit, because I want to drill the whole offset so it's not, so I don't have to trim it. If I can save myself some work here, that'll be a good thing. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, she's working. That's a better way of doing that. All right, so I didn't get my fingers wrapped up in the drill. Miracles never cease. So the little snap guy, that's the outside. So that's gonna fit right in there like that. Now we got the little fabric and figure out where it's gonna be hidden. I guess, perfect, right there. So that's good. And then this sits down on top of it. And now you gotta set this in the tool, which is the fun part. So I'm holding all this together, get that in the tool, and hope you got it straight. And this tool gets stuck. Got my vice grips on it. I don't have a good feeling about how this is going to work this time around. I think this has barely got 2 more hits in it, and it's going to be destroyed. There's going to be nothing left of it. We might not even get through this one, but we're going to see. Man, wildlife out here is insanity. Is the light in your way?
No.
Okay. All right, just tap that inside so you can lift this up and see that it's inside there. But this thing is so bent that I don't know if I'm holding it. You know, it looks like I'm holding it straight. I might not be. And it's kind of like tapping a bearing in. I just heard the sound change. Oh wow, that worked better than last time. Last time I had to pry this thing out of here, which I might have to do still. I don't know if I got that. That doesn't seem very tight. Oh man, this is a really terrible system for the amount of money this thing costs. Mushroom in the end of it. Okay, that's a little better. It's in there tight, so now we need to use my little tool that I made. This is ridiculous, all the stupid things you gotta do today with everything. Okay. Screwdriver. I'm gonna pry this. Okay, get that out of the way. There we go. Yeah, that's that. Not pretty, but I guess it's gonna have to work. Boy, that's a terrible looking job there. But it's tight. Better than the other one. Looks like I put a little crease in the top there. That would be thanks to the tool we got here. But what are you gonna do, you know? That's what you get today. You gotta deal with it. Like I said, I'm not a body guy. I don't have patience for this sort of thing. This stuff makes me super aggravated. I just worked second shift all night. Well, all afternoon, I should say. And now I'm out here doing this. I'd rather be relaxing. Which way is this going? All right, this is gonna go this way. This is the outside. Hope I did that the right way. Yeah, okay, it's on the outside. This is on the inside, okay. Oh man, way past my bedtime. It's way past her bedtime too. So let's see, I'm gonna do this, offset a little bit. And where are we? I don't like the way that came out. I'm gonna trim this with scissors so it doesn't hang out. I'm just gonna cut like an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch off it. Just kill that for now. I tried to make a fancy corner there and it came out like crap. That's par for the course. That's why I'm not a body guy. I hate doing this type of stuff. I hate it. Would have been nice if they, hey, look at that, it fell right out of the sky. Would have been nice if they had done this at the factory, but then it wouldn't fit right, so you can't win. You really can't. I'm just glad I don't have to put the male side in. All right, there we go. I'm trying to find the tool. It's right in front of me. This thing's looking worse and worse every day. Look how beat up this thing is. This is the 4th use of it, and I think this is probably going to be the last. It's probably never going to work again. Okay, get that little thing under there. Oh, I hate this thing. Hate it. Hate it, hate it. All right, so... wants to go sideways. Oh, I thought that was the I thought the bottom blew out of it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, see, it's all stuck in there. This thing is awful. Awful, awful, awful. That's junk. Not a big fan of this thing. So the takeaway here is don't go hammering on it like I did. Go very gentle and take your time. See, I'm trying to get this done. And I wasn't aware that this tool was this chintzy. I mean, I've seen some chintzy stuff, but this tool is just, it is awful. It really is. That looks terrible, but it's in there nice. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go fit this thing on here and see what happens. I'm just gonna show a close up here. I don't know how close I can get to it before the camera wigs out. This camera sucks. I thought these iPhone 16s were supposed to be the Mac Daddy filming. Oh, here we go. Zoom. Yeah, that looks awful. Just butchered. Looks like it's completely snapped and not lined up. But it's tight. That's all I care about. Man, what a pain in the nuts. I'll tell you. Just a total nightmare. Yeah, it's totally offset from where it started. But either way, it's done. And don't ask me where these go because they're not in the directions and I don't have the slightest idea. I've never put one of these on before. This is the first convertible we've ever had. So, yeah, so that's that. I could have probably spent a little more time and done this a little better, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and fuss with it in the mood I'm in right now. So, it is what it is. These, good question. I guess we could tie it to the seat belt. Your guess is as good as mine. It would have been nice for $315 after tax if they could have told me where those go. But that's the main thing, is it's covered and it's not going to get beat up in the wind. So there's that. Kind of sits right up inside there. It's tucked in pretty good. Fits nice. You know, aside from having to mess around with this stuff. Yeah, it's on there. So we got a snap on the inside. We got one snap on the outside. And those, like I said, those male ones were already there. I'll pull it off so you can see one of them. I'll just pull this one off. So that's where that one was. Looks like they had screws in there. I'm assuming sheet metal screws, but that's what that looks like. There we go. I can zoom way in on that. I can't hold still, but yeah. So that's that. I just wanted to get a video of that because I couldn't find any information on the internet of how to put this thing on, and wasn't 100% sure. But I suppose I could probably put a hook down inside. I was looking on the Samba website and someone had a hook down inside. We don't have any of that on this. Either somebody took them out or they put them on aftermarket. I'm not 100% sure there, but there's no place on this car to hook those. We've looked. We folded the seat down. We looked all in the back, and there's nothing there. So that's that. We're done. So I probably should say this is a 1974 Super Beetle Sunbug edition. So it's got the rag top and all that, of course. There's some differences with the Sunbug compared to the regular Super Beetle. I think, as far as I'm aware right now, the struts are the main difference. Like the struts on this are a 1 year only item. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what this video is about. So here's a bag it came with. I'm trying to hold the light and do this at the same time. But yeah, so we're gonna try to stuff it in here. It's got Velcro.
Ready.
So we just got this folded up some way. Whatever way is gonna work. And it's probably not gonna. So sort of thing is so frustrating. I don't know which is worse. This or putting tents up for camping. Lately, I've had no luck putting tents up with my patients. Alright, I don't like this already. Don't like the way that's sitting. Okay, that's good enough for my house. Boom, done. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got like a nice fake leather texture to it. Halfway decent Velcro. I probably didn't fold that the right way, but you know, at this stage of the night, I don't care. So that's that. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. It's all good. Hopefully you have an easier time putting this together than I did. That was infuriating. So I didn't see any videos on YouTube, so this is probably the first one. Anyways, all right. See you on the next one. So here's some of the instructions that came with this thing. So when I see Mustang, first thing I'm thinking of is a Ford Mustang. So I don't know if, is this the brand of the boot? I don't know. 94 to 04, I'd have to assume so, you know? So do you follow these directions or not follow them? Yeah, it just, it's not very clear. So there's that. And then you got, who cares about California? Everything's poisonous in California, including the government, but that's neither here nor there. Product warranties, this is the warranty. So, yeah, so that's that. Let me just back up here for a minute. I don't want to sound like I'm ripping on Wolfsburg. They're a good company. I don't know if it's them or the manufacturer. I don't know if they make it or they have a person or a company that makes it and they sell it as theirs, or if there's a brand. I'm not seeing that on the receipt. It has a part number. I'll post a picture of the part number. But yeah, I just want to clarify. I like Wolfsburg West. They have some really good quality. For example, this mirror came from them. And it's real good quality. You know, it's nice and solid after I tighten everything, of course. It's a little bit difficult to install, but we got it on there. But yeah, this top needs a little work, but I'm not gonna sit here and fuss with everything. It's a good 10-foot car. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. You know, I just want to clarify. I'm not throwing Wolfsburg under the bus. You know, you guys that know me, I get frustrated pretty easy. All my friends are laughing right now. You think? Yeah, I don't have patience, which is why I got out of auto repair. I can't do it anymore. I don't know if it's my age or the fact that I don't drink anymore. I think that's got a lot to do with it. When I was drinking, everything really rolled off my shoulders, but now I don't have that coping mechanism. So I'm having to relearn how to live life without poisoning my body. So whatever. So that's that. We'll see you.